Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a spice that's almost certainly hiding in your kitchen cabinet right now. But this isn't just about food. It's a story about a tiny town, a massive global industry, and a chili that's famous for something other than its heat. Let's get into the incredible story of India's red gold.
Okay, think about this for a second. What if you could find a chili pepper that gives your food this unbelievably deep, vibrant red color, but without the five-alarm fire in your mouth? It sounds kind of impossible, right? A total paradox? Well, it turns out that very paradox is the secret ingredient to a massive agricultural empire.
And that empire's capital? It's right here. Welcome to Byadgi, a town in Karnataka, India, with a population of only about 40,000 people. This small town is the global hub for what everyone here just calls red gold.
So how on earth did this little town become the world's red gold capital? Well, the story wasn't written overnight. We're talking centuries in the making, a perfect storm of history, geography, and frankly, a bit of luck.
It all started way back in the 16th century when the Portuguese first brought chilies over to India. But it took a long time for this specific variety to find its home. By the early 1800s, farmers in the Byadgi region started growing something really special. The trade got so big that by 1948, they had to build an official market just to handle it all. And then, in 2011, it got the ultimate seal of approval, a geographical indication tag, which basically means its unique identity is protected by law.
All right, so what is it that makes this one chili so incredibly special? The magic isn't really about the taste. It's all about how it looks. It comes down to a scientific measurement that puts it in a league of its own. It's all about something called the ASTA color value. You can think of it like a redness rating. The higher the ASTA number, the more intense the red. And Byadgi chilies, they're completely off the charts, scoring between 220 and 260. But here's the kicker. While its color is through the roof, its heat, measured in Scoville units, is super low. And that's the secret sauce. Maximum color, minimum burn. Now, even within the original Byadgi family, you've got two main stars. First, there's the Dabbi. It's short, it's wrinkly, and it's absolutely packed with that color-rich oil. This makes it the go-to for spice mixes and for extraction. Then you've got its cousin, the Kaddi. It's long, thin, and gives farmers a much bigger harvest, so it's a great all-purpose choice. Two different looks, same signature color. But let's be real. Today's market is all about modern hybrids. These are basically super chilies, engineered for specific results. The Syngenta 5531 is the undisputed king right now. It's got that deep red color, but with a little more of a kick. Other hybrids are designed to last longer on the shelf or to resist diseases. It's really a fascinating case of science and tradition coming together to meet huge global demand.
So we have this unique chili with amazing properties. Great. But what does that actually mean in terms of money? Well, the answer is a market so big it's almost hard to believe. And it's all centered in this one small town. Just let that number sink in for a second. Over 3,000 crore rupees. That was the turnover for the Byadgi market in just the 2023-24 season alone. To put that into perspective, that's nearly 400 million US dollars. It's just staggering economic power coming from one single crop.
And this entire massive economy is run out of a physical market that spans 75 acres. It is Asia's second largest hub just for chilies. And to support that kind of volume, the town needed some serious infrastructure.
Like these private cold storage facilities. Together, they can hold over 3.5 million bags of chilies at a time. All of that is just to protect that priceless, vibrant red color from fading.
But look, a market this huge doesn't work just because it's big. It works because of trust. Byadgi has built this incredible farmer-friendly ecosystem. They have transparent electronic bidding, farmers get paid in just 2 or 3 days, and they use accurate digital scales. This reputation for being fair is so powerful that farmers will literally travel up to 600 kilometers, crossing state lines, just to sell their harvest here. Okay, so we know these chilies end up in our food, right? They're giving color to curries, spice blends, you name it. But that is only half the story. The most surprising place Byadgi's red gold ends up is probably sitting in your bathroom right now. The secret is a thing called oleoresin. It's basically the pure, concentrated essence of the chili's color and flavor, all extracted into an oil. And the Dabbi variety is especially loaded with it. You can get a ton of this stuff, 50 liters, from just 1 ton of dried chilies.
So here's the journey. The chili goes from the farm, gets sold at the market, and then heads to an extraction plant. From there, that potent red oleoresin is exported all over the world. To the US, to Japan, to Europe. And what for? It's used as a natural coloring agent in high-end cosmetics. That's right, the brilliant red in your lipstick or nail polish might have started its life in a field in Byadgi. Wild, right?
So at the end of the day, the Byadgi chili is so much more than just a kitchen ingredient. It's become a critical part of global manufacturing, providing a natural plant-based red dye for some of the biggest industries on the planet.
So, what's next for India's red gold? I mean, the market is absolutely on fire, no pun intended, but it's also facing a whole new world of challenges and opportunities that are going to define its future.
Yeah, it's not all smooth sailing. The industry faces some serious hurdles. Prices can be incredibly volatile, swinging from practically nothing to record highs. And while the storage capacity is huge, sometimes it's just not enough. And of course, there's always the threat of competition from new chili varieties popping up around the world.
So, to tackle these challenges, the industry is getting smart. They're diving headfirst into technology. We're talking data analytics to predict market swings, blockchain to make the supply chain totally transparent, and precision agriculture to help farmers grow more with less. The goal here is to build a smarter, stronger, and more sustainable future for India's red gold.
So the next time you open a jar of paprika or pick up a lipstick with that perfect red shade, take a second. You might just be holding the final product of this incredible journey from Byadgi. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the biggest and most fascinating global economies are hidden in the most ordinary things we own. Makes you wonder, what else is hiding in plain sight?